Well, I wish I could be like the cool kids. Man, that is where it's at. So we got a mail call. Also, I got to send some mail out. I do apologize, FG Stacker. Me sending out mail is an ordeal because I work nights. Might have to wait till the weekend. Yeah, 12-hour nights, 10-hour nights, depends on the night. 5 or 6 days a week is good for stacking silver, not so good for sending mail. All right. Ooh, wow, that's really yummy. We got some mail. This is a silver under melt kind of situation. I bought this the same week I bought the other silver under melt. Someone named Jack sold it to me. They're very happy about sharing that information with me, which is fine. Hi, Jack. Yeah. Good stuff. Jack. Man. So Jack was stuck on a roof. Well, would you help him? Would you help him off the roof? Yeah, would you help Jack? Anyway, so let's talk about this. Very pretty handwriting on you, Jack. I like that. I like pretty. So here's what we got. We got 2 shillings, 50% silver from South Africa. You know, if you were doing silver coins around the world, this would be a heck of a nice way to start. Under melt's a good way to start. I did not buy this for silver coins around the world because, well, I got a fair amount of silver from South Africa. I won't say I have a bunch, but I have a fair amount. But let's look at this coin and see what we got here. Okay, here's our coin. This has some wear on it. Not an incredible amount of wear, mind you, but a little. And I noticed with a lot of these young head, Canada is the same way. Like, doesn't take much wear to really mess up her young visage. Like, that's not a lot of wear, but it's really softly struck in the early years, the 50s, we'll say. Oh, in Canada, it kind of goes all the way to like 64, 65. I think it's 64. But yeah, the strikes are really weak on a lot of these coins, especially in the 50s. So just something I've noticed. Like, this coin isn't horribly worn, but it looks rough. Yeah, and that's just a feature of the young head strikes, especially in the early years. You'll see it in the British coins as well, but those aren't silver, so who cares, right? Okay, well, some people care. Like, there is actually, as I recall, there's a very valuable Queen Elizabeth 50 pence coin when they went to the decimal system coinage. So I also got some Temu stuff, but let's first look at what we paid for this coin, because I claimed it was under melt. Now, I'm not one to just claim things. I want to show you. I'm a show me kind of guy. So first thing I'll do is I'll go to my eBay and I'll tell you what I paid for, because there's no invoice on the envelope. Usually there's an invoice, but Jack didn't send me an invoice, and that's fine. I don't mind. It's one coin. Who cares? So we'll go to eBay. Now, we are still working on, guys, we're still working on some, I'm doing a new series. It's a kind of a happy accident, one of them happy accidents that we have in life. And I'm having AI do the video while I write the script for some stories. And that's cool. All right, so I purchased this. I was the big wiener. I got it for $5.50. All right, so we're gonna check and see what it's worth. It may not be under melt. It might be like right at melt, but $5.50. And what we have here is a 1957 2 shilling coin. So we're gonna go to 1957 2 shilling. right, and the way you want to go is NGC. NGC is your friend. So a 2 shillings is a florin, but they don't call it a florin in South Africa. They call it 2 shillings. So here we go. God bless the rains. Okay, here's our coin. Will we agree that this is our coin? In fact, the same coin I just showed you. And you can see how weak the strike is even on this. So this would be like a mint state example. I want you to see this. Like, it's already muddled. So, you see that. This one definitely has some wear, but it don't take much wear when you're looking like that at mint state. It's not, yeah, it's a weak strike. Reverse is not nearly as weak, and you can really see that. Again, the reverse of this coin is much better than the obverse, and that's just really common, like I said, in these early young head strikes. Here we go. What did we say we paid? $5.50. Let's see here. Zoom. Focus. 5.89. So we did get it under melt. It's 39 cents under melt. So there we go. That's nice. It's 50% silver, so you know I'm not gonna like dance a freaking jig or anything. But you can get silver under melt. Okay. 57 had 2.5 million, which isn't a super high mintage, guys, for a general issue coin like this. This is a coin that would have a lot of utility as far as commerce being done with it. This isn't the kind of coin that you would really consider like a some sort of commemorative or something that maybe didn't see a lot of action. These coins were used, they were circulated, they were the coin of the land, coin of the realm. So not something that you should really expect to find in mint condition very often. If you did find one in mint condition, well, let's see, what would it be worth? And these are catalog prices, of course, but as you can see, well, apparently mint condition is worth less than. I don't go by NGC for that. Let's go to Nemista. It can be rough on NGC sometimes. They just don't update their stuff, and sometimes erroneous is all F. 57 is 18% of the total population of these coins, which is roughly the same as the others. The 56 is slightly more scarce, but 57 is actually a slightly better date, all told. 56 is slightly more scarce, but that's about it. Yeah, it's looking, and then 59 is a little rougher. 60 is equally rough. But here we go. I don't want you guys to take my word for it. The mint state coins are going for about $15, which again, that reflects the fact that these coins were circulated. $51 for the 1956. So and it's all about how commonly do you find these coins in mint state. Apparently 53 is a little easier to find in mint state, right? The proof is even easy to find, apparently, although that doesn't make, I wouldn't go by that because there's only 5,000. So like I said, so you gotta take it and leave it with some of this stuff, guys. Some of these prices are erroneous. But yeah, $51 for 56, that's probably erroneous. $26, $27 is probably more realistic. But you gotta figure out your market, right? You could look at the different resources to get it. But $15, $20 for a mint state coin is about what they're going for retail. Now, I don't pay retail unless I really, really want something. Okay. Now that's all I got for that. Let's talk about Temu. So Temu, I bought a bunch of stuff like 2 months ago, and it's trickling in from China. I don't know how bad those tariffs hit it, or if they're even. But here we go. This is flacking for miniatures. So let me show you what I'm talking about, guys. Here are a couple miniatures that I have handy with flacking on them. And I'll really zoom in so you can explore the space. Cool kids. So what you're dealing with here is the base. All right. The base, you see that texture there? So these are bushings, and this is the flat. So what I used for this was cat litter and PLA glue, but it works just fine for what I was going for with that. And then here I used some actual peat moss, I think it was. Yeah, so that looks pretty cool. Nice little effect. Paint job is nothing to write home about, but with the flocking and the, everything else, it looks pretty cool on the table, not bad. Here, yeah, same kind of deal. PLA glue and some little shrubberies. Oh, bring me a shrubbery! Well, anyway, this stuff, instead of using tea, a lot of times I'll use tea. Instead of using tea, I can use this. It's probably fiberglass. But it's what it's for. It's flocking for the base. Gives it a texture, and then you take that texture, if you wanted to, you could keep it this original color, because PLA is pretty clear. So this actually might be a really good product. We'll test it out. Here's snow. So if I wanted to add snow to my Rimmer Has, totally not a Rimmer Has miniature from Reaper, I could take this snow flocking and just kind of put a pool of glue and spritz it on there. I'd probably use gloves because, again, this looks like a lot like fiberglass. But it might work great as far as appearance. And once you put a finish coat on it, it really could be made out of anything because it's not going to be going airborne. I don't know how much I would breathe this stuff, being from China, but it definitely looks like fiberglass to me. It could be fur, though. I don't know. I'm sure they don't know. That's it out loud. Anyway, so we got one bag of that. I believe I bought several bags of this stuff because the price was pretty nice. And if it is made of fiberglass, that really makes sense. Remember when they poisoned all of our pets? I know. You guys have probably, if it affected you, I believe, I think it was Alpo. I don't want to misquote, but it was one of them big producers. They same stuff, same exact. Well, it's the exact same. So Temu has flocking for your bases. All your base belong to us. But do you guys remember this? Alpo or one of them big companies, they were making all their dog food in China. And somebody put some unsavory stuff in there and it was killing all these pets. They killed thousands of pets. I think it was in 2012, 2013, somewhere in there. It might have been 2011. It might have been even earlier than that, but it was all over the news, Yeah, toxic dog and cat food it was. Killing the pets. Yeah. I don't know. Pepper Schwab remembers. All right, here's another item, a delicious item. Big, juicy from Shenzhen, Guangdong, Shenzhen, Consulting Business Management, Paris. So someone named Noah Hernandez is their interface with the Western world. Noah, you are unnoticed. Noah Hernandez is definitely not a French name. But there he is if you guys want to talk to him. There's his address, too. So we're going to open this up. Noah's going to... I don't know how much Noah had to do with anything, but I did put the price on that silver coin. $5.50. So now we know what we paid. Let's go in the... I have a whole freaking book. I got to go to the storage place now. When I try to make one trip a week, but... Sometimes videos I'm making make me go much more. And sometimes you cool kids making requests and such make me have to go more. We have our lovely Karamat with the great striations. Yes, of that fine Damascus style steel. Okay, yeah, this is a 3D print job. Oh boy. So what happened, guys, I'm going to admit it. You guys ready for this? They had this farmland game that was giving away free stuff if you watered the plants. Well, I started out watering the plants. I got a bunch of this crap I was getting it. I was looking for good deals, stuff I could use anyway, but I was getting water for it. And then I realized very quickly it was all a scam. And I'm going to say it. Temu, F you, you dirty wankers. Yeah, so the scam is you start out, the water is filling just fine. And then the higher up, the closer you get to the free stuff, the rate goes down, down, down. And then, we would go up by 1%, 5%, 10%, whatever. Then it starts going up by 0.5%. And after I had spent a couple $100 trying to get water, which, I was buying stuff. This stuff was cheap. It was all cheap. So, I figured I couldn't lose. Well, then I got, once I bought that stupid rapier, not realizing it was, this is what shut me off to it. So I got this rapier. There's no edge. You couldn't put an edge on this if you wanted to, and it's stainless steel, so there's really no point. And it looks cool. It'd be a great piece to take LARPing or whatever. I don't know what the cool kids are doing now. But it is not a functioning sword. You could not fight with this, ever. And I like something where, at least you can use it once to, murder someone. Or defend yourself, I don't know, man. It just bugged me. I'm bugged, so I'm done. If I see something cool on Temu, I'll grab it. But here we go. This is Ancient Tombs. And let me really show you what you're getting here. This is something that you're not going to spend a lot of time painting. But it will take a paint job. I painted similar things. The main problem you're going to have with this is, you're not going to do fine details with this. Because it's got these lines. I don't know if you can see them, but they're not subtle. So it's, here, let me zoom in. From a distance, it looks great. But up close, you got these striations. Yeah. And you can definitely tell that is not sculpted. It is 3D printed. Now, from a distance, though, it's fine. If you were using this for, a Hero Quest, this would be great for Hero Quest. You're playing Hero Quest. You want it to look like the walls of the dungeon to look like ruins, or you want a doorway that looks like an ancient special doorway before you fight the Rimmer or the Earth Elemental. Maybe the Earth Elemental is hanging out in this ruined temple. There we go. We get the Rimmer out of there. Rimmer isn't messing with no ruined temple, but that Earth Elemental, he sure is. There you go. The temple is a ruin, and the Earth Elemental is there, summoned by some dark cleric of the earth. Yeah, ready to demolish the party. Or maybe it's something your druid summoned to help out, But you had to do the rite at the special sacred temple. And there you go. Or it could literally be, you could have the ice flocking. You could put ice flocking on this. It's a ruined temple in a polar region, and then boom, up pops a Rimmerhaus. Frostworm, whatever you want to call this thing. And the oh shit start right about that. Because this thing can swallow you whole and burn you to death. Yeah, frostworms that burn. Very cool stuff. Now, cool kids, I don't want to bore you with the nerd stuff. I want to talk to you about all the fun stuff. So thanks for watching the video. Find all the collectibles of your dreams, and if you cannot find them, I'm trying to show them to you. I'm going to have more Temu stuff maybe trickling in. I know I ordered more stuff. So as it comes in, I'll show it to you. This cost, I want to say the flockings were like $2 each, maybe $3 per pack. And then this set was $14. So $14 gets you this ancient tomb. All right. Thanks for watching. Ciao. And I don't know what those tariffs are going to do about that. But like, share, and subscribe, all that jive. Bye-bye.